This guide focuses purely on land-based tank combat. With the current state of Foxhole, aerial gameplay will be set aside for now. We'll focus on what actually matters, the decisions you make inside the tank. Welcome back to the Frontlines Tankers. I'm Ed, and today we're diving into one of the most misunderstood vehicle in all of Foxhole history, the Bardiche. If you've ever heard players complain that the Bardiche has no range, or watch newbies drive it straight into the enemy line and instantly evaporate, you're not alone. This tank gets a bad reputation because it's different. The Bardiche is a frontline brawler built for one job: get in close and hit fast. And that's where the real problem shows up. If you choose a frontline where there's no room to maneuver, you're gonna have a bad time. There are two types of frontline you must understand before deployment: the static front and the dynamic front. Because the Bardiche is built for armor duels, it's terrible against structures and tank line engagements. Its 68mm turret only has 35 meters of reach, and almost every enemy tank will outrange you. Don't waste your time trying to play a static line battle. So in this guide, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn this machine to the most terrifying frontline assets in the game. Let's roll out. Choosing a deployment area. A static front is a line that's locked down by garrisons, octagon trenches, and dragon's teeth. No one is pushing, there's no room for flanking. Both sides are basically glued in one place, fighting over the same spot in the hex for hours or even days. If you see tanks hiding inside huge concrete bases, bridge battles, or a stalemate that hasn't moved since last Tuesday, then congratulations, you're in a static front. And here's the hard truth: the Bardiche has absolutely no business being here. Your 35-meter range means you lose every single trade. You can't push structures, you can't outreach anything, and once you roll the Bardiche into this kind of environment, the moment you get tracked, you're fucked. A dynamic front is the exact opposite of a stalemate. This is a front line that's moving, where relic bases, bunkers, and town halls are constantly changing sides, where there's little to no buildup of AI garrison defenses and tech, where there are stretches of open roads that both sides need to traverse and cannot retreat to safety easily. This is where enemy tanks are forced to take risks by being out in the open. A Bardiche in a dynamic front is a shark in open water. It moves fast, it hits fast, and when the enemy makes one mistake, you're already on top of them. You have the window to close the gap and take favorable fights. A dynamic front rewards speed and aggression, and the Bardiche is built for exactly that. Your mobility becomes a weapon, and the Bardiche short range stops being a disadvantage. What matters here is timing. Waiting until the enemy commits to a bad decision, overextends, or gets isolated, and then using the Bardiche double barrel to quickly put two shells in them. Here's some examples. There's one thing you should take away from all of this, it's this: the Bardiche is a tank you commit with. Before you move in, you should already know three things: where you're going, what you're targeting, and how you're getting out. Because once you close that gap, there's no half measure. You're all in. It's either you or them. This is Ed with another tanking guide. And remember, when in doubt, hold W.